Hello, welcome one and all. This is shaping up to be one of the greatest ROM hacks ever known to the Fire community. Are you excited? I know I am. Let's get ready for a grand experience. In Fire Emblem and Juran Saga. Hey guys, welcome back for what is probably going to be the second last time. Mudling's recording right now, but he couldn't get me on, so today I'm just gonna give you something that I can get on. I've been planning on doing this for a bit, so let's jump right into it. What's gonna be our final guided chapter for this playthrough. Let's go. Chapter 30X, Before the Storm. Jaka has conquered Mortimer's ancestral home of Castle Steel and defeated his allies. After Galahad tells Jaka where to find the new Tyrant King, he decides to take a short rest. In this final phase, Jaka and his comrades prepare themselves for their last challenge. Mortimer retreated to his Lightbringer shrine. His last resort, I wager. What's his goal? Knowing him, he probably has a plan to wipe us all out. He's been 2 steps ahead ever since he took action. But even he must be running out low on options. Considering he loses his losses of late, let's not hype him up too much. He's a man, not a god, and you men are as dumb as bricks. What I know of the shrines is they possess ancient magic. Mortimer rebuilt the largest shrine of them all, Lumina. He must have had a reason. Don't shrines only prevent terrorists from crawling out of the ground? How can he turn them into weapons? Perhaps he found a way to reverse his shrine's power. He might intend to summon an army of terrorists to attack us. By Pyron! I hope you're way off the mark, Jaka. As do I. Even necromancers would struggle to control a horde of terrors. Do you think Mortimer is capable of such a feat? He doesn't seem the sort to dabble in dark arts. I underestimated Mortimer once. I won't make that mistake again. Let's continue assuming he has planned far into the future. I fear we've been playing into his hands this entire time. Right, so, any thoughts on how to proceed, boss? Well, I have one idea, but it's pretty dumb. We have many powerful regalia in our care, and we have brave soldiers to wield them. However, some of these weapons are not in the best shape. Luckily, we can fix that. Castle Steel holds some of the best forges and blacksmiths in all of Anderon. I've ordered all regalia repaired so we can use them in battle when the time comes. If Mortimer intends to summon 4 forest terrors, we will at least have proper weapons to use. Once they're ready, we'll set out for the Lumina Shrine to put an end to Mortimer. That's your plan? Walk blindly into the trap he surely laid out for us? Sounds like you're letting him pick the flow of the battle. You have any better ideas? I'm all ears, Darius. He raises an undead army. Styxias and necromancers could seize control. We could turn those terrorists to our side and destroy his ambitions. Oh, sure. Great idea. Bring lots of necromancers into Anderon. There's no way that'll backfire. Guess I haven't done enough to make you trust me yet. Shame. Alright, people, let's calm it down. I have to nix your idea, Darius. I don't trust necromancers only recently changed their lines. You might be a swell guy, but those were your father's men a week ago. It's only been a fucking week, jeez. I say we charge headlong into the shrine and fight whatever he throws at us. If we lose, at least we go down swinging. Sounds like it will be an exciting ending. For someone who will outlive us all, you sure seem eager to throw your life away. All I do is sitting here and will accomplish nothing. Mortimer needs us to die, right? So let's murder the bastard. Why overcomplicate things? I like your way of thinking, Tiberius. The smiths have begun heating up the forges and are getting ready to work. The regalia will be repaired and ready for battle before the night arrives. Yet I was under the impression it would take you several days. You're good at this. It's my job. Right. Aren't you afraid the stillborn will stab you in your sleep? You're only a commoner. You don't command their house. Sorry about that. Not at all. Brudimont vouched for the Steel Knight's unwavering loyalty. They follow orders like well-trained dogs. No treachery in their playbook. Ah, Prince Brudimont. His death was what started all of this, wasn't it? He sounds like quite the character. I wish I'd spoken to him in person. Same. We only shook hands at the border, but he left a strong impression. I like the look in his eyes. He seemed like a good man. Yeah, he was. You okay, Jaka? Well, let's prepare. No time for dilly-dally. Absolutely. Get your affairs in order. Once the regalia are fixed, we ride. Speak to Bright Anna to get clues about Mortimer's plans. Didn't even know that was her. After that, have Jaka wait on the throne in this chapter. Speak to the Steel Knights if you need to buy supplies. Hell yeah. One moment, guys, I'll be back. I'm back, everyone. Sorry about that. Not timer's really any issue for these. Oh god. Oh god. I got a bad feeling about this. Theodore, my man. I want you back. Still has all the stuff I left on him, too. Ahmed. Darius, you should be back on our side. Same as you, Helga. And Darius, you're still alive, which is good. Bitch. No weapons. Ella, that's her name? Jeez, no luck at all. Jaka's mother, sickly and frail. Jaka's younger sister. Those got the dark affinity. Wow. Alright. Enough dilly-dally. I can't wait. To fight Mortimer? No! I can't wait for you to become king, Jaka. Huh? That isn't the plan. Rather, Elanda will rule Anderon soon. When she passes, Amon will assume the role once he ages. I've no desire for the throne. That's the best part. Those who hate politics make great rulers. Therefore, I insist we make you Anderon's king in the future. I'm not cut to be a ruler. All I want is a simple life. Make some gold as a mercenary, marry a pretty wife, and have kids. Retire to a cozy forest cottage, spend my remaining days fishing. And that's the life I'd enjoy the most. Becoming king would grant you great riches and women. You could set up your kids to live well. Have your pick of any plot to build your ideal cabin. Am I getting through to you at all? Why are you so determined to make me assume the throne? I already said I don't want it. I've made my desires clear. There comes a time where every man must step up for the common good. Anderon deserves a virtuous king, who better than the Lord of Lances. I see. Every word you've spoken was carefully planned, Darius. You don't care about noble kings. You want an ally on the throne. Better me than a Lightbringer who may go to war with Styxia someday. Was I that obvious? My apologies, but yes, I dislike Lightbringers. They're also morally uptight. They have sticks up their bums. Always so self-righteous, violent towards those who they disagree with. Styxia would appreciate a mentally balanced king. Then you better make good friends with Amon. Treat him well as a kid to avert catastrophes. I won't be sitting on that throne. That's too bad. Damn, Helga, you look terrible. You need anything? Jaka, you're still awful at small talk. Yeah, sorry. I do worry about you every day. Will your condition get any better soon? The opposite. It's worsening. Elanda's soul is a seed. Her life force is draining faster than I expected. At this rate, neither of us have much time left. Don't give me those puppy dog eyes. I don't want your pity. I want Mortimer dead. The sooner we kill him, the sooner I can die. Are you in pain? Agony. Imagine the worst migraine of your life. Now pretend it's hurting your whole body. Worse, I'm having trouble keeping myself awake. It's like my bed is calling out to me all the time. Maybe, well, we all just like sleep. Maybe it's just... Promise me when we reach Mortimer, I get to kill him. If I'm too tired, take my arm and stab him a bunch. Well, bitch, get back on the battlefield then. He hurt Ayla for no reason. I won't forgive him. I'll do what I can. Here, only fair that we do this for her. But first, Bulwark doesn't really need to be on Jaka, let's be real. Boots. I'll happily take that. Ape movement, baby. Let's get Ahmed out of the way. Armor Slayer, I have a good feeling we're gonna need it.
Yeah! At last! The big day is almost here! This friendly skeleton will beat Morty's butt!
Oh, do you have something against Mortimer himself?
No, don't be silly, buddy. But you've gotta promise me.
Promise what?
Promise me that I'll get land a killing blow!
A lot of people want that honor, including me. Plus, I mean, you're still also not on the fucking battlefield unless we somehow Helga and Darius get revived, which would be cool. But I know this game is. What makes you want to do it yourself, though? Did Mortimer hurt you?
It's nothing like that. I just want the glory. If I kill him, the girls will be all over me.
Of course, I should have known. What's up? I just noticed. What is that scroll in your hand? I didn't take you for reading books type.
Oh, this? Yeah, it's nothing big. Just some old historical tome.
Ahmed, I've never seen you read. Do you even have eyeballs?
Yeah, I do.
Don't keep me in suspense. What's the scroll about?
Well, it's a historical ledger. It's called the Lynch's Wrath. And if you can guess, it's about Lynch Queen Morgana's life.
The mightiest Lynch to ever walk the mortal plane. We still have your effort. I take it you're a fan of her exploits and legends?
Yeah, you can say that. She was an evil figure. History wasn't kind to her. But we Styxians still look up to her for inspiration.
Huh. You seem to have a revert tone for her. Don't tell me. There's a cult in her name?
Nah, nothing like that.
I see. Oh man, are you alright?
Well, of course I am. I just spaced out for a second. Don't forget to give me all the weapons we recovered. I need to grow my salvaging empire ASAP, Lord Atlantis.
Absolutely. I'll see you around, Ahmed.
You too, buddy.
Goddess. What was that all about? I messed him all my own. Come on, Ahmed. You're coming with me. You fucking tonal shifter. Say, Tendarius. I wanted to talk to you about something. What did I screw up at this time, boss? It's nothing like that. It's... You're acting too recklessly. You remind me of Brutamon. Thanks for the compliment. No, that's not what I meant. And it's not a good thing. Why does it seem like you're eager to die to Mortimer? You're a dragon. You'll live for hundreds of years. I'm a royal dragon. I may even live for 1,000. You're dodging the point. Okay, so what? You think I should be more cautious? Don't you see that the problem? If you die, that will mean... I see your conundrum. You think I'm being flippant with my life. You're worried I'm evaluating my remaining years a bit too poorly. To put it mildly, yes. Jaka, why do humans climb giant icy mountains? I beg your pardon? The odds of making it to the summit are low. You don't live many years either. Why to cut what little you do half short? I'm listening. If I die when I'm 200, I lose out on hundreds of years. If you die while you're 30, you lose out on 60 years. But relatively speaking, a year is more valuable to you than me. In either case, death still cuts short or a person's valuable years. You're losing me. I'm not worried about losing my life. I'm worried I'll waste it. A life spent in fear of death is a life not worth remembering. I'd rather die climbing a peak at 50 than in bed as an old drake. So you see, Chaka, I'm not planning to die tomorrow. And if I do, at least I'll have lived my best life. I see. Well, I can't refute your logic. I see why Brunimon liked you so much. If only we had more time to become better friends. Gotta see what the fuck is up with Aelanda. Hey, Theodore! Thank you for being so valiant by looking after Aelanda. I've been so occupied with this war, I have not spoken to her. I have almost not spoken to her. How is she holding up? She's currently resting, but I do not know how much good it will do her. She's getting worse by the day. Where's Ammon? I'm on, fuck. Sleeping peacefully in his crib. Don't worry, he is guarded. You're getting out soon, but I think maybe it is best if you stay behind with Aelanda. If we don't return, you will need to flee with her and Amon, somewhere far away from here. Of course, you don't even need to ask. I will continue to protect them both. Chaka, Theo, here, Aelanda. Here, Ayla, my bad. I am here too, my lady. You need to take me with you. What? Don't be foolish! Mortimer, I need to speak with him. Please take me to the shrine. No, I won't allow it, Ayla. It's too dangerous. Before I die, I need to speak with him one last time. There is something I have to ask him. It's important. I don't have much time left. Please heed my dying wish. What do you say, Theodore? It is her final request. I cannot deny it. Very well, Ayla. You may come with us. But Amon is staying behind here. Thank you. I hope we're not making a mistake, Theodore. Oh yep, so there's some allies up over there too. Thought I wouldn't notice. Talk. Lord of Lances. Steel Knight. What's your name? You want to know my name? Sure, it's a little awkward calling you Steel Knight. Kaiden, how's Steel? Kaiden? I've been wanting to ask. Go on. Did you ever meet Brunimon? I did. What about me? Did we speak before today? We did. I knew I recognized you. You were in that tavern. Brunimon's 20th birthday. I heard your voice. You have a good memory. Well, your voice is hard to forget. We shared a drink, had some laughs. A different era. That was right after the rebellion, 4 years ago. You seemed happier then. Something changed. I was not a Steel Knight at the time. Not long after my wife fell ill. She caught plague, remnant strain. She perished. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. I became a broken man. My thoughts darkened. I cast myself into a burning fire pit. Commander Galahad was nearby at the time. He rushed to my side and pulled me out. My body was burned and disfigured. Lady Harriet attended to my wounds. Alright, but she could not heal my broken physique. The death of my wife was too great a pain. You're a Steel Knight now. Something changed then? Lord Galahad spoke to me. He made me an offer. He gave me a new purpose. I would defend Enderon. I am a machine of war now, sent to kill our enemies. Happiness has no meaning, nor does joy of love. Now, I feel only the steel of my armor engulfing me. How many have you defeated since you've become a Steelborn? You don't count. You see, are we done with the small talk? Please buy what you need. I do not enjoy speaking. I will. Thank you, Kaiden. Yay, black women. Aw, man. None of these are that great. Oh well.
Big brother.
Fimk, what's wrong? You look a little...
Are you going to die tomorrow?
What? Sis! Where'd you get an idea like that?
Ever since you saved us, I've been hearing people say scary things.
They say you're going to fight King Mortimer and he has magic and... Don't listen to those dummies. Your big brother is awesome. I fought a big scary demon and beat him, hand over foot. He was huge, like a palace. He was scary like a lion and... Huh? Did I say something funny? I'm being serious.
Big brother, you're fibbing again.
What do you mean?
No, I'm not.
When you wave your hands, it means you're lying. That's what Mother says.
A big scary demon?
Yeah, right. I know you better. But I'm telling the truth. Remember that time you were in the bathroom with the spider? Then you screamed like a baby and Mom had to come to kill it? It was a long time ago.
You were like, Mom, help! Mom! It's so big and scary! Save me!
You had a high-pitched voice, and you were shaking for hours after. You added embellishments to that story for years. I did not scream. It was more like, more of a primal roar theory.
Eee, get on my head!
No way you fought a demon. You have peed yourself. You haven't told that story to anyone here, have you?
That depends. What are you gonna give me to be quiet?
You little blackmailer. I'll get you more presents soon.
Yay! I am the best big brother ever!
I must return home safely. I never want to see Finn's sad face again. Oh man, I'm putting you down. Even though you're already technically dead. Come on. Then we're going together. Mother, I'm glad to see you're alright. You're about to become a national hero, Jaka. But you're also about to be in grave danger. I have Dad's armor. I'll be fine. This is no time for jokes. Oh, Jaka, I'm so worried. You could die tomorrow. I hope you haven't been talking like that in front of Fimk. Historically, killing a king has caused countless problems. We saw that with King Randall. We'll see it with Mortimer too. Those who depose kings become tyrants. The ancient records are consistent. I know you would make a good king, but you don't intend to roll over Anderon. That means the person you choose may become Anderon's next tyrant instead. Melanda's boy, Amon. He'll become king. That's the easy choice, Jaka. But is it the correct one? I think you should take control of Anderon's future. You would treat your fellow commoners well, wouldn't you? We've been stomped on for so long, nobody has any hope. That wouldn't be moral. That wouldn't be moral, Mutter. Amon is the rightful heir. Rightful? Who determines this? Why should blood choose a king? You should change the system. Why not abolish the monarchy? What would replace it? I don't know anything about politics. We could let peasants rule over themselves. If I tried, the houses would revert the walls when I died. And besides, peasants can't rule themselves, Mutter. They need a guiding hand. That is what the nobility wants us to believe. I'm unconvinced. Well, if you can work out a smarter system of governance, let me know. Until then, I'll stick with whatever I already know. I suppose you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I guess not. Jaka, before you go, I have something to give you. Mom, you don't have to give me anything. I'm so glad you're okay. That's enough for me. No, it isn't. When you sent us money, I saved some of it. I wanted to buy a welcoming home present for you. I wasn't able to save up much, but I want you to have this. If you get hurt in battle, apply it to your wound. I'm sorry I couldn't buy you anything nicer. It's fine. Thank you, Mutter. I'm glad you're here for me. I'll make sure to return home safely after I'm done. I'll hold you to that. Wow, just concoction. That makes sense. Put in the convoy. Jaka. Caroline, I was wondering, what will you do after the war? Assuming we survive. Mortimer won't win. You can count on it. Well, I was thinking of returning to my house. Wait, your red hair. You're a flame guard? No, I'm a baroness of House Claymore. But my bloodline is quite diluted. House Claymore? The vassal to House Flameguard? Ah, I see. You're not aware. House Claymore was dissolved. What remains of my house is scattered across Anderon. Our former leader gambled our assets and heritage is away. After that, we split into a number of smaller houses. When my house was separated, that's when I met Armon. My father throttled me so we could make ends meet. Armon was a kind, loving man. He treated me well. But it hurt to see my childhood's home sold off. Yeah, I bet. I heard the leaders of the main branch were assassinated. With them gone, someone needs to pick up the pieces. You think you're up to the task? Not many remain who can do it. I have to at least try my best. You'll succeed. I know you will. I appreciate your confidence in me. With me. That I am. Where the hell's Chloe? Freddy. Want to talk to them again? I'll answer, Hera. Father John, what can you tell me about the Lumina Shrine? It is the greatest and most holy site of House Lightbringer. Sir Joseph took personal charge of the shrine's construction. The Lightbringers would all hold their greatest ceremonies there. It is the place where King Cadus married Queen Iris, for example. I was the lucky priest who got to recite their vows and wed them. That was a joyous day. If only it could have lasted forever. How did a bishop like you come to serve House Flameguard? I come from a family of priests who served Flameguard for generations. It was a natural path for me to walk. Pardon me, that does not sound very enjoyable. When Garrus reigned, the Flameguards were a noble and respected family. It all changed when they fought that vile succubus murdered her husband and took power. I'm glad you murdered Lady Cassandra. That woman deserved 1,000 deaths. You knew she killed the Lord of House Flameguard, yet you did nothing? What was I to do? Anyone who spoke against her was eliminated. My son was foolish enough to do that, and I never saw him again. She killed your kid? Wow, that's awful! My boy Eric was a guard patrolling the wall, a job I secured for him. However, he was outspoken and not afraid to speak truths to power. He was a good lad, a brave lad, more courageous than his father. Someone heard him voice his anger with some of the other guards. A few days later, he vanished while out on patrol, killed by brigands. At least that's the story I was told. I knew better, but what could I do? I believe that he most likely ended up in that horrible dungeon, experimented upon by that monster, Alvaro. What a terrible fate. I'm sorry. I can't imagine my family ending up in such an awful place. I'd cut out Cassandra's throat if she harmed my mother or sister. Alas, I am a coward, and I'll live with this shame my entire life. A father who cannot even protect his son is a disgraceful sin. At least you turned against Lady Cassandra when it mattered. It is never too late to change. Never too late to change, huh? Would you say that to Mortimer? He won't ever change. He's far too stubborn. Is that what you really believe? Or is that what you hope for? Look, if you have a confession, I have plenty of things to say. If you want a confession, I have plenty of things to say. However, that'll have to wait until we've won this war. I'd like to ask about the Lumina Shrine now, if you don't mind. Of course not. I'm at your service. I'll answer as best as I can. Do you think a shrine could be turned into a weapon? And how might one do so? The Lightbringer shrines all hold magic, and they can be used to perform great feats. However, only Lightbringer nobles are able to draw upon the power of those spells. Come to think of it, Varg's not here either. One reason Sorgrim feared them was due to his inability to access their powers. But since they led to lives, perhaps Mortimer might be able to weaponize her blood? That makes sense. He never has seemed interested in killing her. I thought that was odd, but maybe he wants to use her as Regent. What a vile sot. Yeah, no kidding. But since he hasn't captured her, maybe Ayla could use the shrine? We could turn the tables on him if we seize this opportunity. It might be possible, Sir Jaka. Here's hoping for the best. Okay, just one more to talk to. It seems your husband has fled to the Lumina Shrine. Want to tell me what he's up to? You could save lives. Nothing to say. Just gonna stand there silently? Mortimer's not the villain you make him out to be. He sacrificed everything to save Aurora from demons. Oh, I don't doubt that he's sacrificing everything. Innocent souls, Brudamon's life, all sorts of things. But that has nothing to do with defeating demons. I met a demon once. He had a lot in common with Mortimer. For years, Andermon's houses have been grown desecrated, and lost their way. They no longer follow the values espoused by the Lightbreakers. Of course, King Cadus was not a noble man either. No, he wasn't. But what does that have to do with Mortimer? Everything. Mortimer planned his rise to king for a full decade. He never wanted to kill Brudamon. It's just Elanda appeared. She threw his plans into chaos, and he had to rework them. So you're blaming Elanda too? Just like he did in the prisons! If Mortimer had just asked, Braun would have given him the throne. Your husband is a filthy, devil-damned murderer, period! Mortimer originally planned to trick Brudamon with the Temetian forts. He had Prince Alroden dancing to his tune, the simple-minded fool. Brudamon would have assumed Temet was readying themselves for war. Using the war, Mortimer planned to slowly gather power under Randall. When the time was right, Alexander would have backstabbed Randall. Houses Speargarden, Flameguard, and Ring were secretly loyal to Mortimer. Mortimer would take the throne, and Brudamon would have stepped back. Exactly! Brudamon wouldn't care! He never wanted to rule Anderon! Mortimer could have just followed the same path, the same plan, and he'd be king. He couldn't know what sort of influence Elanda would wield. After spending a few days with her, he noticed her ambition. Elanda would have pushed for Brudamon to continue the throne. In the end, it would have resulted in a similarly bloody civil war. But what does any of that have to do with demons? You're dancing around the important points! Think carefully, Sir Jaka. The nobility were corrupt. Do you think Mortimer would want Flameguard to exist? A house that conducted vile experiments on innocents? Could he ever truly trust a backstabber like Alexander? So you're saying Mortimer had to clean up the refuse tainting Aurora. Somehow the corrupt nobles would need to be purged. Because of Elanda, he had to change his original plan. It destroyed him. Mortimer never wanted Brudamon on dead, but that is how the wheels of fate turned. I don't believe a single word you've said. When you see Mortimer next, he'll confirm my words. He has no reason to hide the truth any longer. I'll wring the answers out of him myself. Damn. Wait on the throne. Do we really get everyone? Looks like it. Alright. Advance to the final battle? No. Okay, so that's what happens. Want to see if there's any dialogue for it. 16. Let's go, Fimp. This is it. The last chance to pull out. From now on, there's no turning back. Are you guys sure you want to do this? I'm with you all the way to the end. Let's go face Mortimer head on. Either Mortimer dies or we do. Oh, I'm so excited. Jumping for joy. Alright, let's move out. Time to end this. Yep, final. Just as I thought. Next time will be the finale. Oh God. I don't know if I'm ready. But I am prepared. But that will have to wait next time. Till then, everyone. Thanks for joining me on this journey. And whenever I get around to recording the final part, it will be the end of what was my first playthrough on this channel. And that's going to be an important moment. I hope you guys all tune in. For as little as there may be, I care not. I was happy all the way. Till next time, guys. Let's finish this. For all that we have lost. And for all that we have gained. I'm happy for both. See you guys. For what may be the final time.
Can't find the words to tell you how much our party